Hello and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength and body weight class, well, we'll use a lot of body weight and we will use some strength utilizing some tubing, all focused on lower body, our legs. So with that said, you want a nice cleared out area, nothing to get into your way. Water close by, take breaks when you need it, and work at a pace that's comfortable to you. So as we get started, simply step touch. Chest is up tall, shoulders are down and back. I want you to feel like your shoulder blades are being pressed into your back pockets. This lifts up your chest. It also opens up the ribs a little bit, so contract those in ever so slightly. Now from here, just shift your weight from one side to another, incorporating a little bit of balance. Keep the shoulders back and down, back to a step touch. And now legs to the side and out again. Remember, our warm-up is like a rehearsal of what's to come, but it also helps us to increase our circulation as well. Now, feet down, step touch. Back to shifting your weight from one side to the other. Bracing in from your center and using your breath as you're moving. Now, to incorporate a little bit more balance, let's lift the knee up and up. Give yourself a split-second hold before you lift the other knee. Full inhale, full exhale. Separate your feet. Back to a step touch. Now legs to the side and out. Full inhale, full exhale. And step touch. Turn this into a weight shift. Now bring the knee up. Split second hold. Feet come apart. Back to a step touch. And legs to the side. We have 4 and 3. Now 2 and 1. Turning to the right. Roll through your back foot. Up and down. Full inhale, full exhale. One more time. Hold here and stretch. Now turn the body to the front. Toes come up, bending the right leg and hinging from the hips. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for the other side. Up and down. Roll through the foot. One more. Hold the heel down, stretch forward. Turn your body to the front. Toes come up, bending the left leg and hinge. Deep breath. Exhale. Hold here. And bring yourself back to center. Okay, let's just talk a little posture first, because that's so important when we do everything else. So I want both feet hip distance, both arms out. Squeeze your shoulder blades back and together. That's called retraction and release. Squeeze back and release. Inhale one way and exhale the other. I wanted to teach you this because I'm going to ask you to hold that position for several of the movements we're about to do. Press back. 3 more. And 2. Now 1, release. Okay, so either holding onto a wall or a chair or find a focal point. And I want you to lift up the right leg and simply rotate from the hip. Now both hip bones are parallel to the floor. Your shoulders are back and down, chest is up. And your left foot, all 5 toes should be touching the floor. Now you may feel like you're rocking and rolling through that foot, and that's okay, but I want you to try to find center with all the toes. 3 more. And 2. Now 1. Now step the leg out, turn out into a sumo squat or plie. Come down 1 time. Make sure the knees are right on top of the ankles, and then from there, squeeze up and press down. Now, as you're coming down, I want you to feel like you're opening your knees and then squeeze from the glutes on the way up. Brace in from the center. Full inhale, full exhale. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move the legs around. Okay, let's go for the other leg. So find a focal point or hold on. Leg comes up and rotate. So again, hips are parallel to the floor. You're using all 5 toes of your right foot. Your shoulders are pushed back Now here's what happens. Your goal is to have the ear right over the shoulder and shoulder over the hip. That creates balance. Brace in from your center. 4 more. Uh-oh. Somebody is moving right behind you, and unfortunately that is throwing me off. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Step out, turn your feet out, and press down and squeeze up through the glutes. Make sure the knees are right on top of the ankle, so you may want to give it a glance, but then sit up tall after that so we keep our neutral spine. Squeeze through the glutes. 4 more. And 3. Now 2 and 1. Move those legs around. Okay, let's reach for our tubing. So starting off, you're going to step on the tubing, and I want the tubing at the arch of your foot, so it's very stable into the floor. Your feet are about hip distance, and you should feel like you have resistance here in the band. If you feel like the band is super loose, then grab your hands into the band a little bit more, so you can choose from there. Now, arms come up to the waist, your feet are straight ahead, big deep breath. And as you exhale, aim your tailbone back for a small chair. We're going to do some squats. So aim your tailbone back and then squeeze up through the glutes. Now, as we work through this exercise, I want you to remember the knees stay on top of the ankles. So if your knees are jetting forward, then I need you to sit back more. It's more important for your knees to stay on top of the ankles the entire time. At the same time, I need you to look at me. So remember that wherever your eyes go, your body follows. And if you're staring at the floor, you'll start to round over, and that throws us off balance. So let's look up, keeping neutral spine. 5 more. And 4. Now 3. And 2. And 1. Release. So let's balance again, working on hip rotation. Nice and tall, leg comes up and rotate. Bracing in from your center. Full inhale, full exhale. 5 more. 4, 3, and 2. Now 1. Let's do the other leg. Chest is up, find your balance point. Remember, hips are parallel to the floor, and rotate. Your shoulders are all the way back, your chest is up, using all the toes of the right foot. Full inhale, full exhale. 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move the legs around. Let's go for our tubing again. Step on your band. Remember, arch of the foot. They're hip distance. Hands right at the hip bones. And think of it this way. You're aiming your tailbone for a teeny tiny chair behind you, and then press up. Now, I want you to take notice on a couple of things. First, make sure that the knees are over the ankles. Then make sure you're looking at me. Now, let's talk about your feet. Are your toes touching the shoes or the floor, or are they up in the air? I want you to press your toes down so they touch down. That engages the muscles of your feet and helps you hold balance even more. Now brace in from the rib cage all the way through the movement. 4 more. And squeeze the glutes on the way up. 3. And 2. Now 1. Release the arms. That's just a little bit, actually. Okay, feet are hip distance. Chest is up, shoulders are back. Now remember that retraction we talked about? I want you to hold the retraction. And now bend the knees slightly, keep the knees this way, and hinge from your hips, and then squeeze your glutes up. Now you'll notice maybe that the band seems lighter. So for me on this exercise, I'm gonna actually reach into my band so I have more resistance. So we hinge and squeeze up. Keeping that small bend in the knee and not changing the knee. So the only movement comes from your hip joint. Full inhale, full exhale. Squeeze through the glutes. You're working your hamstrings and your glutes. Press up. 4 more. And 3. Now 2. And 1. Release the can actually just hang this on like a piece of jewelry. Finding your focal point or holding on to something. Right leg comes up, and this time leg extensions push out through the heel. I want you to take your hand on your quadricep and feel the muscle contract. So push slow enough that you can actually feel the muscle change. Hips are parallel to the floor, you're bracing in from the center. Full inhale, full exhale. Four more. And 3. Now 2. And 1. Oh. Okay, the other side. Chest up, shoulders back and down. Leg comes up. Press out through the heel. Hand on the quadricep. Full inhale, full exhale. Out and in. Five more. 4, feel the muscle contract. 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to think about something when it comes to resistance. Just move your legs around for a minute. So a couple of things, like when I tell you to hold on to your muscle so you can feel the muscle contract, I want you to really think about that. Because what happens is sometimes we just bend, like if I were doing biceps, maybe you just bend your elbow, and then it takes you forever to get any strength gains. But if you think about the muscle and you can actually feel the muscle contract and you slow down, maybe you're slower than me and that's okay. I want you to actually feel the muscle move and do what it needs to do. So let's take our band again, under the arch of the foot. Feet are hip distance. I'm gonna reach into my band. Chest is up, small bend in the knees, and hinge, and squeeze the glutes on the way up. So the minute you feel like you're stretching your hamstrings, that's your cue to lift right back up. Bracing in from the ribs, keeping the shoulders pinned back in that retraction type state. 5 more. And 4. Here's 3. 2. And 1. Release the band. We can this time throw that over to the side. Now, let's find our focal point. Chest is up, hips are parallel to the floor. Leg comes up, hold on to your quadricep, and slowly push out. Feel the muscle change. Shoulders are back, chest is up. Remember, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. And all of your toes of your left foot are touching down.
You're gonna dig this.
5 more. And 4. 3. 2. And 1. The other side. Chest up tall. Leg comes up and press hand on the quad. Hips parallel, shoulders back and down. Bracing in from your center, using your breath. So inhale one way, exhale the other. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move those legs around. Yes, okay. Let's go back to a plie. But this time we're going to travel a little bit slower this time. So going down and lifting up in 2 counts. So you'll go down 1 and 2. Again, make sure the knees are right on top of the ankles. Now think glutes. Squeeze them up, 2. Open the knee, 2. And squeeze the glutes, 2. Shoulders back, chest up. And up, 2, down, 2. Up, 2, down, 2, and up. We have 5 more. That's number 2. And that's 3. Squeeze the glutes. Be very intentional with how you move. That's 4. And this is 5. Go down. And back up. I think I slipped in an extra one. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, we've been working good with balance. So let's keep with the balance. Chest up nice and tall. Hands on the hips. You can hold on to something if you need to. Right leg comes up. I want you to focus on this right hip. Lift up high and back down to parallel. And lift. They call this a hip hike. Full inhale, full exhale. Releasing in from your center. 5 more. And 4. Now 3. Here's 2. And 1. Okay, I can feel my legs. I know I've got them, but we have 2. So here we go. Chest up, double check your posture. Let's work on the left side. Are you ready? Lift up and down. Not too high, not too low. Just to find your center. Use all your toes of your right foot. Full inhale, full exhale. And up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's move around. Okay, back into our double plies, shall we? Go down once, make sure the knees are in the right spot. Are you ready? Let's lift up 2 times. Squeeze through the glutes. Now open through the knees. And squeeze through the glutes. And press out through the knees. Inhale and exhale. Working very intentionally. You're not just lifting 2 times. You're actually squeezing your glutes through the move to get you going and really engaging the muscle. Last 5. Here's 4. And 3. 2. One more time. And up. Oh, those legs around. Okay. We've got this. We got it ready? Find your focal point or hold on. Knees bent. Feel the hip. Lift and lower. And up and down. Bracing in from your center. Shoulders stay back and down. Chest stays up. And lift. Four more. 3. Here's 2. And 1. The other side. Are you ready? Chest up, shoulders back and down. Let me find my focal point. There we go. And lift and lower. Up and down. Bracing in, using your breath as you move. 4 more. 3. And 2. And 1. These legs around. Okay. Now, let's just focus on side leg lift, shall we? Again, you can hold on or focal point. Leg to the side, bend your left leg slightly, and lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now think torso. You're slightly leaning, that's okay, but shoulders are still back, bracing in from your center. Chest is up, and I want you to think about squeezing your glute when the leg comes up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your spot. Shoulders are back and down. Chest is up. And squeeze. Up. Full inhale, full exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, this is a great time to grab some water. And I'm going to throw in just a couple of stretches because we should. Why not? Why not? Really, seriously. One leg is front. Bending the left leg. I want you to bend the left leg hinge and pull up your right toes as you press your tailbone back. This will stretch the hamstrings through the glutes. Lift up and press back again. And up. Remember, you're just hinging so that you maintain your neutral spine through the movement. One more time. And the other side. Same thing. Bend the knee and hinge. And pull back. Tailbone goes back. The further you push your tailbone back, the more you'll feel the lengthening. 2 more. Back. One more time. And up. Okay, are you ready for side leg lift? I think so. Let's do this. Chest is up, shoulders are back and down. Lift. Squeezing your glute, and then release. Full inhale, full exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The other side. Leg goes out, think of the glutes. Squeeze and release, keeping the chest up, bracing in from your center, and squeeze down, head up. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Around. Okay, let's take our tubing, shall we? Now, taking your tubing around the right arch in front and the left leg is back. Now, think of your hip distance. I want you to step your left leg back, keeping that distance between both legs. Now, here's what we're gonna do. Both handles, you can take the handles, bring them up to your waist, up on the back toe, bend both knees straight line down, and squeeze through your glutes to come up, and down, and back up. Full inhale, full exhale. Your goal is 2 90-degree bends, and keeping the front knee on top of the ankle, not in front of it. Pulling in from the ribs, keeping the shoulders back. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, let's just drop the tubing. Still focusing on the left leg. I want you to bend this knee slightly, keep it there, then hinge, bend your knee 90 degrees, and squeeze the glutes straight back. Contract the glutes. So instead of feeling like you're lifting and lowering the leg, I want you to contract the muscle, and that's why your leg is moving. Shoulders are back, chest is up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay, we've got this. We have another set. Then we have the other leg. Chest is up tall. Hands at the waist. There we go. Down and squeeze up through the glutes. Really focus on this glute. Keeping the front knee right on top of the ankle. Bracing in from the center and using your breath as you move. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your band. Okay, chest is up, small bend in the knee. Hinge, and bend the knee 90 degrees and squeeze the glutes. Five, 4, oh, I lost my concentration. Okay, we can all do this, let's go. We've got this steady. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, are you ready? We have the other side. So arch of the foot. Remember your feet, hip distance. Step back. Up at the waist. Here we go. Take yourself down, squeeze your glutes up, keeping that front knee on top of the ankle with your goal of bending 2 90-degree bends. We are almost to the finish line. I don't know about you, but my legs feel a little noodly, but that's okay. They're strong. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Drop the band, small bend in the knee, hinge, bend 90 degrees, and contract the glutes. Bracing in from your center. Shoulders stay back, chest stays up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's do one more round. Keeping your feet hip distance, step back, into the waist, chest up, and bend down and squeeze up. Full inhale, full exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Actually, we can get rid of our band now. So small bend in the knee, hinge, bend 90 degrees, and contract the glute. Inhale and exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. Move the legs around. Yes. Okay, let's turn to one side. Let's roll to the back foot. And up, back down. Roll all the way through the foot. Up and down. One more time. And hold the heel down. Give yourself a stretch to the calves. Now turn to the front. Remember, you're bending your right knee and then hinging all at the same time, and pull the toes up. And hinge. Really press the tailbone back so you feel the lengthening in the hamstrings. Deep breath. Exhale, aim your tailbone back. The other side, same thing. Roll up and down. Up and down. One more. Heel stays down and lunge. Turn to the front. Toes come up, sitting down the left leg and hinge. Pulling your toes all the way up. Deep breath. Aim your tailbone way back and hold. Hold. And now come up. Deep breath. And exhale, side stretch. So pushing the left hip down as the left arm goes up. And now the other side, same thing. Up and over, right hip stays down as the arm goes up. And come to center. So again, either hold on to something or find a focal point. And I want you to bend the right leg 90 degrees. This time, keep the knees together. Press the knee back like you're pushing your heel away from you, contracting the glutes. And you'll feel a stretch right along the quadricep. And release, let's do that again. 90 degrees, push back. And release the other side, same thing. Bending 90, press back. And release, bend 90, push back, and hold. And release, now shoulders up, back and around. One more time. Hold the shoulders down, open the arms out wide, and in, press out. Now left arm up, right arm down, and switch. We call these chest openers. You'll feel a stretch in the chest and shoulders. One more in each. And up. And back to center, shoulders up, back and around. One more time. And hold the shoulders down. So again, find a focal point or hold on to something. Right leg out in front this time, and give yourself a little rotation in your ankle. I want you to exaggerate the circle as much as you can, and then move in the other direction all the way around. Chest is up, shoulders back and down, and release. Let's do the same thing with the other leg, and rotate, big circle. And the other direction all the way around. And release. Feet out, hands behind the head. Slowly rotate to the left, keeping the hips forward and aiming your left elbow back. Now bring yourself back to the front. Let's rotate to the right. Same thing. Right elbow back. And we'll do this one more time on both sides. So come forward, work your way left. Keep the hips forward. Back to the front. And work your way to the right. And back to center. Feet come in, chin to chest. Inhale up. And exhale. And release. Thank you so much for joining me in today's class. Go out there, make sure you're drinking plenty of water, and of course, keep the body moving. Until next time, bye for now.